Hi everyone, let's get into some live action compositive in Blender. First obviously you need the motion capture data and the camera data. I've used Icarus off a tutorial on Colin Levy's website, colinlevy.com. There's a very good Icarus tutorial series there, as well as links to the Icarus software and scripts that you'll need to use to import the data into Blender. So that's colinlevy.com. So I've already done that. So if I delete him, and you can see my default scene here, I've basically removed the default cube and the default light, and I've just got the default camera there. So then I go to the text editor, go to text open, and then find the Python script, import script, Icarus Python import script, then press Alt P or Option P on the Mac, and then we need to find the text file or human readable file that Icarus as output. So I've got this test.txt, click load, and then I click on create curves and feature points mesh. Then I click exit. Then back to 3D view, and you'll see if I zoom out that you've got all the point cloud information here, as well as the camera that is plotted to the right place. So if I hit 0 on the numeric keypad, then we're in camera view. I go to view, background, and make the blend 0, click load, and we find our movie that we got the motion data off. You must click auto fresh, close that, and then if we go to the scene button and back buff here in the output tab, click on that and again find that movie. So there it is there, factory 1, and then click the little button here next to it to enable it, and that means when you render the scene you will see the background movie. Next, what we'll do, we'll move into top view, add a plane. So this is a floor plane that we're adding. Move that forward of the camera so that we can see back into camera view, and we'll grab that floor plane and move it down. So I'm just doing this pretty roughly, but obviously you have to create it so that the perspective is all correct in to match the photograph. And then I go to the shading button, add new, go to the shaders tab and click only shad. Okay, and what that does, it'll make the floor only render the shadow. It won't render the actual floor, so you'll get the shadow falling onto the photograph quite nicely. And then the next thing that we do is create a 3D object. I'll just use the good old cube, move that into the scene again, just bring it down a wee bit like so. And then what I need to do is to create a lamp so that we can have the shadow generated obviously off the lamp. So I'll move that over the top of the cube and move it up a wee bit so that this imitates basically the daylight in the scene. So now if we were to click render current frame, you can see it's not quite there. I didn't actually enable shadows in the lamp, so you click ray shadow. The soft size we want 0.5 and the samples 10. Then if we render the current frame, you can see that the cube is sitting there and it's created a nice shadow on the road. that's basically how you composite live action in Blender.